Shalom, shalom. To the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rokar Quadash. Double honor to the apostle nails of great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rokar Quadash. Shalom. All right. Well, let me turn this up here. Just blowing the horn. DJ Trump administration could use Navy base for what? For Chicago crackdown. All right, all you tough niggas over there in the neighborhood, get ready. Get ready, because Trump about to bring it. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna plot and plan against the military like y'all plot and plan against one another? Why not? Y'all don't mind dying or killing one another, so why not? Let's see how that work out for you. News station says what? Sources. Major Trump immigration raid in Chicago days away. You think they talking about them immigrants? Some of you niggas going down too. Trump finna break up all y'all little what you got going on, you know, all your illegal hustling and, you know, oppressing people and whatever. You know what you do. I'm not here to but DJ Trump is. Let's just hear it, man. Let me shut my mouth. Let me hear. Y'all listen up, cause Trump getting ready to come. He's gonna be at the naval base over there in Chicago. I think it's it's a naval station in Great Lakes. For those of that, for them that's from that area, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Down to Trump's takeover of Chicago, a large-scale operation with ICE and Customs and Border Protection is likely to start within days. The plans include using a military base, a Navy base near the city as a hub for the crackdown. This operation is on top of Trump's threats to send the National Guard to Chicago to address crime. Now, the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, today slamming Trump's anticipated actions.
The intentions here are clear. They want to inflame something. That is what they want. They look at what they did in Los Angeles. Again, people with masks walking around or showing up, driving up in vans and grabbing people off the streets and throwing them in the back of a van. That's not the United States. Again, it's un-American to do something like that.
Out front now, the Lieutenant Governor of Illinois, Juliana Stratton. She is also a candidate for the U.S. Senate there and born and raised in Chicago. Lieutenant Governor, I appreciate your time. And, you know, our understanding from our reporting here is that this is all going down within days. Is that your understanding? And is there anything at this point you can actually do about it?
Your question is this something that we can see as being productive?
No, is this something you can stop? Is there anything you can do to stop it from happening?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's anything that we can do to stop it from happening. I mean, clearly Donald Trump wants to make this a manufactured crisis. He wants the chaos to come to a city like Chicago and a state like Illinois. What we can do is not take the bait, and that's what I've been talking about, and that's what the governor has certainly been talking about. You saw that earlier this week. The governor and I stood with stakeholders from the faith community, the business community, community-based organizations and other elected officials to show unity and strength, that we are saying collectively that we do not want federalized troops here in Illinois. We do not want them to come to our state. There's no emergency. And today I was in Lake County, where the Naval Station Great Lakes, where they're planning to start this immigration enforcement effort, purportedly. We don't have any details directly, but that's what we're hearing. And so we went there and stood with leaders to say we are showing strength and unity, that we don't want this to happen. So I don't know if we can stop them from coming, but what I can say is we are going to speak out. We are going to show our unity, and we're going to make sure that as people of Illinois speak out, they're going to do so peacefully and not with any level of violence, because we know that violence will only hurt the people that we are trying so hard to protect.
So Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, came out today. He had some very strong words for the Chicago mayor, who has also said that he does not want this presence of ICE, Customs, Border Patrol, and the National Guard. Here's what Homan said.
Get out of the way, because we're going to do it. I would think he'd be shoulder to shoulder with us, but it's disgusting that he's not. But we're going to be there anyway. So if you don't want to help, get out of the way. We'll do it.
What do you say to that, Lieutenant Governor?
Well, I mean, he asked the question, do you want to help? And this is not about helping. If the federal government, if Homan or Trump wanted to help, then they would coordinate with the state. We did not ask for their presence. We did not get any information. We did not get any coordination. So what are they helping with? There's no emergency right now. Do you know that the last time that federal troops, or National Guard, quite frankly, were federalized against, for a state and sent to a state was in 1965, when troops were sent by President Lyndon B. Johnson to protect protesters who were marching from Selma to Montgomery. Protesters like my...
That shit was organized. That shit was organized. It was organized. All that shit was government. That was during the time. That was in the 60s when what's his name, Martin Luther King and them, right, marching, right. I remember it very clearly. I was here. I wasn't very old, but I was old enough to understand what the hell was going on, right? But well, that probably was in the late 60s. Oh, she said 65. Yeah, 67 or so. I'm a 60s baby. But anyway, let me say this here, that these are major black cities that they're bringing these troops in, right? Major black cities. So you so-called black people, you are the ones going to be the talk. I know they saying immigrants, illegal immigrants, but guess what? You Negroes, what they just do in D.C.? D.C. was an example of what's going to take place on a national scale with you so-called black people. You can't stop these people, man. You're not gonna stop them, because why? Because this is the right hand of the Lord. I mean the left hand. Sorry about that. The left hand of the Lord, which is the wicked. Right? This is prophecy. Prophecy must unfold. Prophecy must unfold. Must take place. As the prophets said that it was going to take place. But did you all listen, y'all? You all did not listen. You all did not listen. Y'all laughed and scoffed and everything. Now it's your turn. Now everybody's getting scared. Don't get scared now. Tough up. Run your mouth.
My father, Henry, who's now 92 years old, who marched for voting rights. That's how it was used, to protect rights. And now here we are seeing President Trump federalize the National Guard to crush rights. That is not helpful. So we didn't ask for it. We don't want it. The people of Illinois and the people of Chicago don't want this to happen. It's a manufactured crisis. And here's what they want to do. They want to say it's about immigration. They want to come out here and they want to start snatching people off the streets. And any decent human being who has a heart is going to see that, will be upset, and then people will want to, and we encourage people to peacefully protest. But once they get out there and start raising their voices, They want to start.
I haven't seen it. Isn't that what I just said? That they saying they were making an immigration thing. No, they finna snatch you Negroes up, right? Y'all been shooting and gunning each other down for what? For decades. Hey, it's about time. It's about time for somebody to do something about y'all wickedness. Because it's over. I mean, this place is over with. It's about time. You niggas are wicked as hell, man. Wicked. Right? I don't. I hope Trump go down through there like he never went down through any other city, especially over there in Chicago. Same way he did over in L.A. They ran through that place and burned it down and everything they could do, because you know that place was gang infested. Shit, what place more gang infested than Chicago? None.
Saying, "Oh, look, if things are getting out of control and now we need troops." That is not the case.
Yeah.
And again, I'm urging everyone to make sure we peacefully raise our voices and show our power through our peaceful protest.
So, you talk about how they didn't consult you, they didn't ask, there's no emergency. And I understand all that. That may be why former police superintendent Gary McCarthy this week said he's got reservations about what happened. The National Guard specifically is what he was talking about. But then Lieutenant Governor, he went on to say, I would not look a gift horse in the mouth. I think the deployment of the National Guard in a city like Chicago could help with the smash and grab on Michigan Avenue and places like that. I just wonder in that context, is there any reason to take a deep breath and say, even though the whole way that they went about this is wrong and you don't like it, but to use it for good?
I often have to take a deep breath, even with a question that would even bring up, could this be for good? We are seeing the rise, if not the rise of authoritarianism, we are seeing the classic playbook, a page out of the playbook of authoritarianism.
How about a page out of the Bible? Isaiah 19, that cruel Lord. DJ Trump is that cruel Lord that the scripture speak about in Isaiah 19, right? And he's gonna do what? He's doing the bidding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's not gonna stop. And we hope that he be the one that usher in that MOTB, so we can get the hell up out of here.
And that's what's happening. It can never be normal that we would walk down the streets. I have a 9-year-old, and it's not normal for my 9-year-old to go to school and to see a tank or an armed guard walking down the street. It's not normal for our business owners to try to attract business to their restaurants, their cafes, their small businesses, and know that there are going to be guards walking up and down the street, potentially armed in full uniforms. It's not normal to know that people are being snatched off the street by masked people who are putting them into unmarked cars and taking them who knows where, stomping on the Constitution, overlooking the rule of law, stomping on due process. That is what's not normal. So if that's the kind of help that they are offering, we don't want it. If they want to help, release the $800 million of violence prevention funding that's owed to the state of Illinois. Make sure people have access to quality health care and housing. Make sure people can put food on their tables and feed their children. If they want to help Illinois, do what they're supposed to do as the federal government and lead. We're not seeing leadership out of Washington. I'm going to lead here in Illinois. Governor Pritzker and so many others are going to lead in Illinois. And the people of Illinois will never roll out the red carpet for a wannabe dictator.
Lieutenant Governor Stratton, we appreciate your time and thank you.
All right. She say want to be dictator. You don't want to be dictator. He's a dictator. Trump doing what the hell he wants to do. We're definitely in Jacob. Let's just start this over here. In Jacob's trouble, right? And Jacob's trouble is. Let me get that damn map. Let's see something here. Let's see, can I put that up there? Y'all bear with me 1 second here. Bear with me. I think it's it, right? There we go. No, it ain't. Hold on, y'all. Y'all bear with me for them. Put this. I want to put this up there real quick. Where I get it? Let's see something, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. I'm finna start the lesson here in a minute. But I wanted to get that map they had up there. Hold up, let's see something. Concerning Chicago and the area they're gonna be in. There it goes, right here. It's way down here. It's way down here, y'all. Here we go. Chicago, y'all. Let's go into the scriptures, y'all. Let's go to, let me see, Psalms. Let's go to Psalms. That's what I want. Psalms 10. I want Psalm 10. We've been, hey, nobody wants to listen. But now the world listening. Because why? They have no choice. They see the what? They see the signs, what? And that is taking place in the earth that the prophets spoke of. Now, everybody wants to what? Pay attention, when in the beginning, you wouldn't pay attention. So why 10, this is Psalm 10. Let me get into the precept. This is Psalm 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in time of trouble? This is Jacob's trouble, right? What that is? Daniel 12 goes into there's gonna be a time of trouble, and we're in those times of trouble, which means what? Jacob's trouble. And you 2/3 about to get it. 2/3 about to get it, right? Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thy face in the time of trouble? The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. This is what you get ready to see on a large scale. But a lot of you Negroes thought it would never come to your doorstep, that devil was never going to try you, because they were doing what? Y'all got a bad habit of trying to, especially you Judites, which is you so-called black people, right? Always got a bad habit. You did it in the days of old when Apostle Paul was coming for the northern kingdom of the children of Israel, which is we just say the Hispanics, and we're trying to bring them back into the fold. You all had a what? You all was trying to come against them, and vice versa, but you all did it in a large scale. This is why right now the confusion in the scriptures that a lot of people can't get, which is the Israelites, which is the southern and the northern, southern and the northern side of the children of Israel can't get it. Most, we'll say most, concerning the strangers. And those strangers at the present moment, now you all what? You all didn't have a problem with them scooping up them Hispanics and not knowing that that you so-called black was the next on the agenda. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in what? In the devices that they have imagined. That made that ultimate device will be the MOTB real soon, right? It's gonna come. It's too much going on. It's too much talk concerning digital aspects of taking the money and making everything digital. And how you gonna do that? Revelation 13, buy and sell. You will not be able to buy and sell and get basic necessities. We just say water and food, huh? We all need water and food to sustain, even to survive in this devil's kingdom. Real quick, let's go drop down to verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Because why? Because they practice a lot of they practice of deceiving people in the manner that they're deceiving people at the present moment. Right? because they fooled you all, had you all there, just like they do the Democrats and Republicans. They have them what coming up against one another. When actuality they both are what are the same, but they have you people thinking that what that they're actually fighting against one another. They be sitting at the but they be like, man, you think we can get away with this in for another 4 years? But a lot of people waking up to that madness, right? Not all. A lot of people have waking up to the madness, but most of you all still gonna remain ignorant and still gonna fall for Esau, Edom's lies. His mouth is full of cursing and what? And deceit and fraud. Meaning fraud goes into what? Them creating what? Creating that lie. Right? Under his tongue is what? Mischief. Liar. And what? And vanity. Which is a bunch of what? Again, deceiving the people in the manner of what? Thinking, having the people think that what they preach is the truth, which is nothing but a lie. Now you all finna get an example of that, because they're gonna be on your doorstep next, coming in there gathering you up and taking you off. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity. Who at the top of the ladder is at the top, chief house of what? Of Esau, Edom, the wicked, which is the wicked elite. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. This is a plan. Has always been a plan, and this is the portion of that plan that they was going to initiate to usher in the MOTB. Just watching my choice of words. Woe to them that devise iniquities and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Why is it in the power of their hand? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They covered the faces of the judges. If it's not Esau, even the so-called white man, the wicked of the earth, then who is he? Now you all finding out that, really truly finding that out, Esau, Edom is definitely showing his horns now, man. You all can't say that now, that Esau, Edom is not the wicked of the earth. He's proven that time and time again. And they covet fields and take them by what? By violence. Esau have already taken what? Taken the land, got all this pushed in these ghettos. And he living what? You can't even have a conversation for real without your neighbors hearing your conversation. You know, we all pushed around and pushing these ghettos. They took everything. And now they still want what? Now they want your body. Now they want your spirit, your soul. They want to control that. And they covet fields and take them by violence with what? Their military. And what? In houses, meaning what? It goes into what? Your family structures now that you all living in. You lay your head down. He wants that. And take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. They took our heritage from us. They took everything. We can't even call ourselves who we are, right? And yet still in the backyard of our enemies, and yet they still don't have enough. They want you. They want your body. They want your spirit. Let me see something. Most of us are crazy anyway, ain't got pretty good sense. Let me see something here. I want, it's 42. I want Isaiah 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled, meaning destroyed. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth for a spoil, and none shall restore. So who's gonna save you in that time when Esau, Edom, it said just in a few days, he's gonna make that what? Make his move. What you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything. Hmm? You're not gonna do anything. Just like I know you're gonna do that when the military come, because you got one or two of them will pull up in a what? In a car, and it's 30 yards that's shooting at one another, and then Esau pull up in this little regular little blue and white. All y'all drop your weapons and run. Madness. Lamentation 5 and verse. Let's see something. 7. Let's see something. Hold up, y'all. Did I get the wrong one? I think it's 5 and 17 I want. Or is it? Yeah, that's what I want. It's 4 and 17, I think. Hold up. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 14. That's not what I wanted, y'all. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, I want 4 and 17. Not 5 and 7. I want 4 and 17. Lamentation 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have what? Watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Huh? It's not the scripture be on point. How many times you all heard this this precept and you all totally ignored it? When the brother gave you warning concerning and screaming and shouting and giving you warning and told you what was about to come, what's about to take place during the time of Jacob's trouble, you all really Jacob's trouble finna go on a larger scale, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger until it all blows up in your face with what? With that nuclear destruction. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have what? Watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Your end is near, man. Right down in the very neighborhood that you all claiming with these colors. Talking about it belongs to you. This street belongs to you. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagle. Who is that? Ain't Esau Edom that portrays that eagle on everything? Don't they love the eagle? That bald eagle? That's a purpose. Right? Everything that the Heavenly Father prophets has spoken, now it's definitely coming to pass right on your doorstep. Our persecutors are swifter than what? The eagle of the heaven. They what? They pursue us upon the mountains. What mountains? In America. Huh? In America. Now we're being what? We're going to be, just like an eagle. What does an eagle do with its prey? Huh? He what? He's up high. He looking for his prey. Esau Edom doing the same thing to us in our very neighborhood. Huh? We still a prey. We at home. Supposed to be at home. Home's supposed to be a place where you're supposed to have some kind of comfort. And be able to free your mind and be at ease. But now your home is not a place of you being at ease, because at any moment someone could knock on your door and what? And take you to one of them concentration camps. They pursued us upon the mountain. That mountain is America. They lay wait for what? For us in the wilderness. Just like in the wilderness now today is what? It's the streets. Huh? It's the streets. The streets. Our streets is more dangerous than what? Than most streets across America. Well, I say across the earth, should I say? Because America as a whole At any point, anybody in America can get robbed. Let's go back over here to what I want to go back to. Where I started at 10. Yeah, let's go back up here to Psalm 10, right? I want to finish this here. I was at 7. Let's start back on 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is what is mischief and vanity. It just basically goes into what them practicing and deceiving people, right? With what? With creating, with fraud, which was creating a lie, mischief and vanity, which is a what? Just basically a damn liar. Verse 8. He sitteth in what? In the lurking places of the village. In the secret places doeth he what? He murdered the innocent. Esau been doing this here. Nothing new. I mean, they do it on live TV, even when you record, and they still get off. How ludicrous is that? And you all think you all are free? You didn't think Esau Edom was going to make your condition worse than what it is? Where he can just gun you down in the street? Huh? He sitteth in lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are perfectly set against who? The poor of our people. Most of us as a whole are what? Poor. Only maybe 1% of us has wealth in this man's nation. Very few, man. Very, 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 very few, man. And then the ones that do have it, they don't have it long. All this they're just being used for what? For a purpose and a time. And once that purpose and that time is up, they doing what? They put them right back in the hood or on the streets, because most of them are what? Are getting high for what? Just to sing and dance, right? As long as they're able to sing and dance, they'll give him a rented car and a home, and you all think he worth millions of dollars when he ain't worth shit. Everything he got is rented to him, including the house, everything. And they can kick him out at any moment, any time. Verse 9. He lieth and wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth and wait to catch the what? The poor. He doeth catch the poor when he would draweth him into his net. So you all are going to fall right into the hands of Esau Edom. He's going to come in. He's going to irritate, because you Israelites, y'all know how to close your damn mouth. You know how many times you see they pull the so-called black man, especially a black woman. A lot of you are going to die trying to protect the so-called black woman. When you know she's gonna run her mouth, if you can contain your mouth, but she's not gonna be able to do it. So a lot of you are gonna lose your life just trying to what? To save Eve, which don't give a damn about you. And we have proved that time and time again. He lieth and waiting secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth and wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he would draw him into his net. So you are gonna go into that net of what? Of the wicked. He croucheth in what? And humble himself. That's his blessing. Being able to humble himself just enough to deceive you. And as soon as you give in and you walk in front of him, he stab you in the back. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Military gonna be all over Chicago in a minute, and they're gonna be all over down here and everywhere else too. No one is out of the reach of Esau Edom, the devil, right? Because we all are gonna catch hell. We all are gonna catch hell. But why help is not coming for you 2/3? You want to know why? What that is? Jeremiah. Y'all, how many times I can't say that enough. How many of y'all just walk by the prophets when they were preaching and giving you all warning and telling you that these days was coming, and now that a lot of your food stamps gone, and They're taking your Medicaid and Medicare. They're taking all that stuff from you. Now you want to listen. Now you want to have wants to listen and take heed to the word for what? For what now? Because you're being backed in a corner. We're gonna put that in Jeremiah 4:22. You are wise to do evil, man. Most of y'all are wise as hell to do evil. Let's go to Jeremiah 5:23. But this is a people has a revolting and a rebellious heart, meaning mind. They have revolted and gone. This is why now you all are gonna see it. Your grace period is almost up. The grace period is almost up and out the door. So once that grace period is gone, all hell will break loose on a scale and in a magnitude that you all are not ready for. This is a people has a revolting and a rebellious heart, meaning mind. They are revolted and gone. Can't get around it. And again, you know what? I can bag it up right here. 5, and I quoted it. 4:22. Yeah, 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sighted children, meaning stupid. And they have what? None understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Y'all have no knowledge to do what? To do good. So you're going to continue to remain in the darkness that this place teaches you, and they're going to allow Esau, Edom to what? To bring that wrath down upon your head, man. It doesn't matter, 1/3, 2/3. We all going to go through a form of hell here on earth. Well, we're in hell right now, but we definitely going to, the elevation of that hell is going to increase as the days, right? Verse 23, let's see. They is hard. We'll drop down to verse 25. Your iniquity and your sins have turned away these things, and your sins withholding good things from you. What that is? We supposed to been in the kingdom, man. But why? The prophecy has to play out. The agenda. The role that we all must play until what? Until that time comes, that prophecy comes to an end. It's not going to come to an end until what? Until all of the stories in what? In said Bible, right? In said Bible that the prophet prophesied and gave you all warning. You first, you 2/3, you Israelite. For the most part, most of you are not going to get it. You're just going to be what? I can't say that enough. Most of you are here for an example of what not to do and what not to be. Verse 26, Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait, and he, who? Esau, Edom, that set of snares. This is what he's about to do. In a large scale, it set snares, meaning a trap, that net. That set of snares, they set a what? A trap. They catch men. As a cage is full of what? Of birds, so are their houses full of what? Of deceit, meaning a bunch of liars. Therefore, they are what? They are become great and waxing rich. So you all have been waxing rich, meaning in what? In wickedness. And the time has come that what? That you pay for all that wickedness and wickedness that you have been what? Casting upon the what? The people. It had come to a head. It's time for what? It's time to bust it wide open. Because a lot of you all have overpassed the what? The deeds of the wicked, man. Yeah, Esau, Edom, y'all have made Esau, Edom look like what? Look like an angel. This is why he's able to hide himself. Because you all have been what? It's wicked as hell now. Wickeder than the wicked, which is verse 28. They are waxing fat. Right? They who? You Israelites. They shine, yeah. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. The Israelites have overpassed the deeds of who? Esau, Edom, the wicked of the earth. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they what? They prosper. And the right of the needy do what? Do they not judge? Verse 29. Shall I not visit for thee? Shall he not visit you all for all your wickedness? Huh? You know, you wicked 2/3, and Esau, Edom is going to get healed too. That's Esau's end. That's the start of what? Of Jacob, which is the whole tribe of the children of Israel, which is 12 tribes from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali. Huh? That's the hell. That's the uplifting of what? Of Jacob's trouble like never before. But in the process of that is Esau's end. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord Yahweh? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation? So on that note, say, call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokakwadash, Shalom.